Hey my little angels, and welcome back to another video, you guys. Let's see who won the 500 cheese coin code, and the winner is... Oh, Tiger, hashtag 0000. Congrats, you can do me on Discord or on TFM. The next giveaway is going to be for a 300 cheese coin code, so good luck, you guys. Salsabil, hashtag 4777. That is cute. Cute start. I don't know how some people get more ink to draw and others it seems like don't. Maybe it's something to do with the more curves you have, the more ink it takes or something. Anyways, then we have this blobfish here. Do not miss out on rocketing, you angel W. Thank you, animations, J. And then we have these new items that came in today. We have water bucket, small box, a giant fish, a long plank, and sea bubble ball, Ponyo inspired. Alright, and sandy bucket tail item. Okay, so it's a very beachy themed vibe. And if you don't know, we do have the fishing event going on since last week. It's going to go on all the way till August the 28th, so you have a lot of time to do it. But I do have some stuff that can help you out. It's kind of annoying to grind because the relics are really rare and hard to get, but you're allowed to have like 1 or 2 accounts online and playing at the same time, so that's what I did to help me out a little bit more, because getting those relics is really low chance of getting them and the one that you want. But to help you out in that, we do have relic spots. A lot of people helped decide this and just like help put it together and let other people know, be like, yeah, you can get this relic from that spot or this one from the other spot. And there are more maps this time around too. So they did add the NPC character to 1 or 2 more maps, I think, for just to make it easier to like sell our fishes, so we're not waiting for that one specific map being the shipwreck one, because you have a lot more maps to rotate through. But anyways, I'll get to that in a second. So I just took this off of Wiki. You guys have already seen like the 2021 fishing video. It's the exact same thing, only the prizes are different in like 1 or 2 extra maps. Shows the number of relic fragments caught and the number of seashells you have and the animals caught. That's on your adventure calendar, the top points. And these are the other prizes that you get. You get a lot of cheese. You make a lot of cheese though. Just by fishing on 1 account, I made over 1,400 cheese, just trying to fish out my relics I needed. Anyways, you have for the A set, if you complete that, each of these, it gives you 30 tickets, just saying that. So you get the pearl necklace, which you are able to also get from the fishing chest instead of doing this. I don't know if that's been fixed or not, but it was in the fishing chest before. Then for the B set, you get the badge. C set, you get the orb. A D set, you get this. Honestly, when I look at it, it looks like a sunburnt rat. I don't know why they chose these colors. Not a fan. Anyways, you have this for the emoji. If you get the D set relics, E set relics gives you 50 res. F set gives you Captain Sardine as the title. And you, on completion of all relics, you get the title Lady of the Lake. I don't know if they've done Lord of the Lake yet, but they should if they haven't. Every time you complete the boat map, you do get 2 tickets, and if you haven't gotten this title yet, get that title as well. And then here's the most prized possession, you guys. I did add an image on this on QTAngel's posts on YouTube, so you can just check that post tab, the place where I display all the sales as soon as they come out and let you guys know a day in advance the new items that come out. So I did post this over there, you can check that. I'm pretty sure you can make the image a lot bigger, because over here even I can make it bigger and like you can tell what it is. Anyways, here we go. So took this off of Wiki. Oop. Alright, so then as you can see, each of these fishing spots gives you these relics, which rare chance of getting the relics sometimes. And I guess it took us like 3 days to figure out that there were more fishing spots than there were before. So you could fish in spots that weren't water. So we're like, okay. I wonder why you can get the relic out of like 2 different places. But anyways, it's the same relic in 2 different places. I mean, those seem normal. These seem normal, right? These 4 maps seem pretty normal. But then as you start, even this map seems pretty normal. And that, I think this is where these are the 2 new ones that were added in, which is why these are a bit odder in the sense that you can fish over here, I guess, on the side. There's no water here. You can fish on either side of this. Literally, you just stand your mouse here and just like face it this way versus facing it out that way. And you can fish here, just as in stand your right there, but make sure the fishing pole is in this area. Don't stand your fish on there and then fish fishing pole be on the outsides. That's not going to work. I don't know why. There's no water here. Why are we fishing into rocks? That makes no sense. Which is why we also didn't figure this out. But anyways, this would make more sense to fish over here because it seems glowy. But anyways, so these are the relics people seem to be demanding more. The ones that we had a harder time finding before. These ones right here, that, this, and this, these are more in demand as well. And like over here, even these two are more in demand as well. But you're fishing into rocks, literally. There is a, what do you call it, crystal over there. So you make sure you're standing here and put your fishing rod over here into the crystal, to be specific. If you realize that when you're fishing, you wait a while, but then it doesn't fish anything out at all on the side, that means it's not a fishing spot. So maybe you're over here, your rod's over here, or it's slightly off, then just move a bit forward closer to the actual area. Over here, you can stand over here and put your fishing rod right there for the C7. Here, you can put your fishing rod into these two mushroom areas. Yeah, this is also a bit rare. This one's also considered a little rare, and this one's also considered a little bit rare too. Yeah, here you had to fish into the crystals. Again, you can stand on this side or that side and put your fishing rod into this. But anyways, those are all the locations of all the relics you need. So you can just focus on whatever area. If you're start off on a map that will come sooner, so like a racing or Defalante room probably, you stay there, you realize, oh, it's not the map that I need. Let's say you got a lot of these maps and you only need like 3 or 4 relics left and they're all on this map or that map or something like that, and you got this map instead. Then you can quickly hop over to vanilla, or you can hop over to normal room or survivor room, because those usually come a little bit later. So you can hop rooms like that, or you can check /chat event. People will be like, yeah, this many seconds left till this room comes, and you see you have more seconds in the room you're currently in, go jump to that room and check it out. If you get the map there, awesome, you can just go and fish there. Sometimes you can fish for almost a whole minute if you're in one of the faster rooms, or a room's just super slow. You fish for a whole minute, you have like 30 seconds left to fish, and then someone in chat's like, yeah, we have 10 seconds left till this other room starts. You can hop over to that room. It gives you extra time to fish, basically. Unless you don't need any relics from that map, then don't do that. Then just stick to the map you're on. Just some extra tips for you guys. And yeah, I think that's pretty much what I have. You can trade with other friends. I had like, the ones I had left was like D2, D4, E9, and E1. So my friend needed B8 and I needed E1. That was like the last one. We're like, okay, we're both gonna fish here anyways. So in case they get the E1 and I get the B8, we can easily swap over. So just like that, we're like helping each other out to see if we can do that kind of swap. And you have, I forgot the name of the character, but the one that you can trade your fish for was here, but they also added it to this map as well. I think that's the only map they actually added it to. They only added it to one other map. Huh. But anyways, it worked out okay for me. Also on this map, you can trade your tickets for red tickets or global chests and stuff. So you can do that on this map. I think that's pretty much it for the NPC characters being there. And covers the whole event and any tips I had for you. Oh wait, no, I do have one more tip. Because they introduced the whole double confirmation thing and you can't even opt out of it. The issue is not the confirmation. Even with the confirmation, you can get it wrong, because I've done that a few times and accidentally bought the mermaid skin, because that quick little up and down that happens after you click a few times, even when you click the same area and it says yes or no, it looks like you're clicking yes or no on the exact same slot, but because it went up and down a little bit, it actually ended up clicking on a different slot, and then yeah, it didn't really help much. It just made the problem worse, honestly, in the sense that it takes you longer to do it. So here's a helpful workaround. It took me 4 minutes to completely clean out all the rest of my fishes. I'd already done half of it actually, so honestly it probably took me like 8 minutes to do the whole cleanup. So as you can see, I'm not even on the event map right now. Basically, when we have a few seconds left for the event map, you just hover over one of these and just let that stay. So when the map changes and you click yes, just make sure it's one that you actually want to click yes on, then this shows up again. So then you just keep on doing that, and it's very annoying because you had to do it every single time, and I kept changing locations because right now it's not moving, but sometimes when you click it, the whole thing moves. See, like that, it moves like that. So if you do it too fast, even if you click in the same area, it ends up clicking on the one below it or above it, even though the checkbox says, are you sure, on that same exact box. So that's the issue. That is where it's very annoying. So just to double check that I didn't do it, I had to keep clicking in different locations of that thing. So it also makes it slower. So as you can see, I did that, and then I was like, okay, we have a few seconds left, so we'll just wait it out here. You can keep doing this for every map till you're done. Just don't, once you click no, it's gonna disappear though, so you won't be able to continue doing it. As you can see, just keep on going, blah, blah, blah. 4 seconds left. So then I was like, okay, let's just wait it out. And then you just keep going. It's literally what I did. You guys can do that too. Blah, blah, blah. As you can see, I had to wait it out, and then we just keep on going. It's literally it. Till you're completely done. And of course, you can still get the other emoji. I don't know if it shows up here. Anyways, emoji from last year, you can still get it by trading in 100 of these fishes. So there's that. Anyways, moving right along. Let's see. We have shop stuff, which is going to be mostly Sham items. It's a beachy themed thing. So let's see, and a tail item. So let's see, we have that tail item. Okay, it's like kind of a short tail item. All right. Then we have the bucket looks, it doesn't look like a plastic pail. It looks more like a cloth bag kind of thing. I don't know why, just the way it's textured to me. And then we have this fish, which I think initially it had fins or it had a tail, but that was removed just to make the hitbox not as big because Tig is not fixing that still. That is the main issue. We have so many lovely skins and all that we are unable to use because of that, so that's annoying. Anyways, we also have this ball. At first I was like, oh my goodness, it's similar to the other bubble ball that we had, but now looking at it, it is quite different. This is very ocean themed. Was the other one permanent though? Let me take a look at that. Yes, that one. So it is different because that first one looks more water-based and this one actually looks like a bubble. So there's quite a bit of difference there. And okay, we can check sales. So you have fish, I guess freshwater versus saltwater related sales. So you have that. Basically ocean related sales. I'm going to insert an image here because there are so many blank ones on the screen. In terms of stuff I'd buy, like the hand fan, I would say is pretty good. A lot of people like the koi fish. I'm not sure why, because I have a little bit of a hard time making different kind of outfits because not a lot of colors will work together with this shade of orange and brown. But anyways, we have that. Apart from that, what else would I do? Surprisingly, the jellyfish hat has been of use to me and the bubble ear item. The rest I can't even see on my screen. But anyways, let's see. I don't think there's anything in emojis. So let's look at. So we have freshwater versus saltwater. Freshwater is that? It's a beta fish versus orca shark. I don't remember. But anyways, that's nice. Nice use of the fur. We haven't seen this fur being used in Fashion Squad outfits and stuff in a while. So if you want the fur, definitely grab it now. Oh, I already own the fur on this account. Ooh. Okay, time to open up a third account just to show you guys the actual pricings. So here's the total. So you have collector, permanent collector. Even these ears, I don't think I've really seen them in outfits. Collector, and we have permanent. So those are all your different ones. Some of these items I'm like, I wouldn't see it in normal outfits, but I feel like these things can come back for sales, but if you don't want to risk it, might as well get it now. And then we have this one, which is permanent collector, which is on sale right now. So this is a little bit cheaper too at the moment. Permanent collector, and collector. Is this hair on sale as well? Because if so, then it makes this outfit cheaper as well. Let me check the sales out again. Yes, it is on sale. So there are 2 items on sale. So this would probably be a good time for you to buy this outfit if you really wanted to. So there are a couple items here on sale. Not a huge difference in terms of the sale versus having a fur on sale, but still, it's something, you know? Something's always better than nothing. So right now, this is going to be a little bit cheaper while the sale lasts. So sales last till Sundays, so you have a whole week, so not a huge issue. Okay, so then let's see what we have. I was making outfits. I don't need that. What did we have? Okay, I think it was only a tail item. Yeah. Oop, I want to take that. Don't need that. All right, let's make it large. I think these are going to be solid colors. Makes sense. So you have the pail, the handle, the rake, the shovel, and then we have the sand. So those are her solid colors. Okay, and then we have the pail. Oh, there's water. Okay, it's a water pail. What's in it? What is that supposed to be? Anyways, let's see. This one has gradients. Okay. Oh, they didn't gradient this. It would make sense to gradient this big item. So we have that part. The handle, the, I guess, connecting area, the rim, that tiny bit, upper part of that. Oh, this whole lower thing is one color. Okay, interesting. And then you have the ripple lines. All right, so that's your customizations for that. That's a small box, by the ways. And then we have this plank, large plank. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness, the colors on this. So you have the main color, you have these highlight, like the light parts, the shadows, I'm guessing, and then the outside part of the eye. The inside part of the eye just stays the same color, I think. Then you have the fin, and then you have the mouth area. Yeah, the inside part of the eye just stays the same color. Then we have this ball, many different colors. Okay, interesting. So you have the main color, you have the kind of outer lining. Let's see. This part right there is that. Then we have the, it's like inside, this is the outside of it, then that is the outline, I guess. Oh my goodness, there's so many things in just a small area. And this is the literal outline of the outer edge. And then what do we have? The main glow effect, and then you have the dots. Yeah, these first few are doing, imagine playing on an actual Sham map, and then you get this out, and then you can't tell the difference between these. Maybe they might add a nice effect, but oh my goodness, that's a lot in a tiny area. Anyways, I think that pretty much covers that. Yep, I think we're good to go here. Anyways, hope you guys have an amazing day. Have a great summer or winter if you're down south. Bye, you guys. QTAngel, as always. Peace.